Well, hello there again, friends and family. So good to see you again. Hey, I was out here going to jump out for a second and check the mail. And if you'd like, y'all can all jump on in, buckle up, and take a ride. Because that's what I feel like doing today. We got beautiful, bright blue, clear skies. It's about 69 degrees, a little bit nippy for the deep south. So yeah, hop on in, buckle up, no fighting and bickering. And let's take a ride and see what it looks like in the fall time in the deep south. As you can see, plenty of pine needles are falling. Oh, it's a little bit slick from all the pine needles there. And of course the leaves are falling too. But I've been wondering if we'll see any color around. Well, there's only one way to know, and that's take a ride in the countryside and see. And I like to do that on occasion. So today's the day. And I know some of you enjoy it too. Seeing all the leaves change color. Of course, here in the deep south, we don't have those vibrant colors like many of you do up in the northeast and in the north. But we take what we can get. And it is such a beautiful day. So, let's take a ride and relax, clear our mind, and see what we can see. So be on the lookout for any colors. And you know, like always, point them out so everybody can see them. Oh yeah, I see some yellows up there. That's looking a little festive, about as festive as we get. But yeah, haven't been on in a while. Sort of been busy doing chores and other things. And in all truth, haven't really had anything interesting to show y'all. Just been cooking sort of my normal foods. Now I did show you my shopping haul, and I'm glad y'all came by and spent time with me in that episode too. I was hoping for more to see it, because I could really use the views, you know, with everything being the way it is this year. Medical expenses and what have you. But it is what it is. I don't ask for much. Just stop on by, spend a little time, watch the episode of Little Old Man here in the deep south of Alabama with his kitty crew. But it's been a while since I've been out of the house, and it wasn't much of a trip when I went to Dollar General and picked all that stuff up. Of course, I have been wanting to get out again and pick up some fresh food to complement what I bought at Dollar General. You know, those things like lettuces, cucumbers, potatoes, carrots, celery, onions. I still got some of that all left. But I'm thinking Sunday we need to make a superfoods run, or at least go somewhere and buy a little bit of fresh so we can mix it all up. But it is simply a beautiful day out here. Yes, it is. And this is a nice, pleasant drive. And as you can see, I don't know, seems like everything's fine in my neighborhood. The weather's been wonderful. We got a little rain yesterday. It wasn't a lot, less than a half an inch, but that's all the rain that's fell here in, at least 12 weeks or more. So we were happy to get it. Everything sort of made a sigh of relief, because a lot of leaves were falling, not just because it's fall, but because the trees were suffering from so much drought stress. And as you can see, we still got a lot of leaves on the trees. There's not too many turning yet. A few, not much. Is that how it goes around here? Yeah, we'll get a really cold snap one morning, down around 30. And then that day they'll be falling like rain. I did hear a rumor that there was something new up here in Reeltown that really made their day. So I guess that's where we'll go today. See if what I heard was right. Because it was a big thing. And Reeltown's just a little bitty tiny community. It ain't much. Not that Tallassee is. Tallassee ain't much either, but at least we're around 5,000. And Reeltown's, you know, probably 1,000 or less. When the kids were younger, and so was I, we'd zip around these curves and everybody would go, yay! You know, sort of make it like a roller coaster ride. Us old farts now, we're just glad to be able to get out of the house. So maybe you'll let me know in the comments below the video what it's like in your neighborhoods, what your temperatures are looking like, how your fall colors are doing. Hey, I know some of you have even got snow. Did you see that nice antique tractor out in the yard? That old Ford HN. I always wanted one of them, but I never got one. Now, we're going to make a left here. A lefty Larry. On Elkins Road. I think I'm going right, but for those of you who have ridden with me out here in the rural countryside, sometimes old Mr. Tom gets lost. Yes, he does. You know how the song goes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Will you be mine? Will you be mine? Will you be my neighbor? Or at least that's how I remember it. It may not be exactly the way it went. But I'm not seeing a lot of color, but at least you get the, oh, there's a nice new home built. Looking mighty fine. A lot of people from the city are moving out in the country. And us rural folks, sort of a mixed bag on how we perceive all of that. Some people see it as a good thing, and some perceive it as not such a good thing. I guess it all depends on the people moving here. Do they want to keep it rural? You know, all peaceful and quiet and enjoy the country scene? Or do they want to bring the same habits that made their city such a mess? And that's the fear everybody has around here. Will they bring the same things that they're fleeing from the city from into the countryside? I don't know. But it won't be long till it'll be Thanksgiving Day. Yep, that's another thing you can let me know. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? What are you cooking up? Who you having over? I'm thinking this year it'll just be me, Gracie, Cleo, Spooky. You know, the possum game might show up. You never can tell. I know they're going to show up for leftovers. I do know that. And now we're going to have to take a righty Roger here on Love Lady Road. Make sure nothing's coming. And head back on down this way. Yeah, haven't seen anything too thrilling yet. But you don't know until you jump in the car and go. And the car's pretty packed now. And I think we even got some in the trunk, you know, AKA the rumble seat. Or is it the rumble seat, AKA the trunk? I don't know. But it's just good to be out, to feel the vibration of the car underneath you. Now, little Alice, she ain't nothing fancy. She ain't got none of those heated seats, none of those electrified windows, side cameras, backup cameras, and all what have you. No, you get in Alice, you pretty much got to do everything for yourself. You got to roll up your own windows, you know, set your own temperature with knobs. Yeah, she's just bare bones basics, but I love her all the more. And I've been thinking here about lately, as always around the holidays, people start talking about shortages in food. I've gotten to the point I don't worry about that much anymore. I mean, the first of this year, everybody came out telling us there's going to be potato shortages, wheat shortages, corn shortages, chocolate shortages, coffee shortages, onion shortages, rice shortages, you know what I mean. And here we are in mid-November, and I haven't seen any of that. Of course, that all that talk drove up the prices like it always does. But I never see us run out. You know, you might have a hole or a gap for, you know, whenever you stop by the store or for a day. But wouldn't you think, and I'm just asking all of you, maybe you know why, they bring up all these things that they say we're going to run out of, and the prices run up, but then we don't ever run out. So was there ever really a shortage to begin with? What's your thoughts on all of that? My thoughts are maybe we're all being played. So it's up here, we're getting up here to real town. It ain't much. Convenience store, an automotive shop. Yep. But there it is. I see the sign. Oh, by golly. Yep. They too got them a Dollar General. Yes, they did. And for this little bitty tiny commuting, not more than a stop in the road, as you can see, that was a big thing. Right there it is, beside the historic sign, where there was something there of historic value before they tore it down and turned it into a Dollar Tree store. And of course, it's that time as we're going by the real town schools here, the high school and that, you know. Of course, I think all the buses have left. Well, I know everybody who drove a car here, they've all gone. Of course, it's nearly 3, so I think they left early. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, that was the real town high school. And I hope this sun isn't going to be right in your eyes. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm not riding long. I just wanted to ride around and shake up the old bones. Let Alice run around a bit, see what was going on in my neighborhood. Enjoy the sunshine as we headed on down the highway. So yeah, give me your thoughts on these shortages. Shouldn't we actually see something run out? You know, I remember last year, or was it the year before, the great potato shortage? I think it was the year before, 2022. Yeah, we're going to run slap out of potatoes. Now, they did get slim around August. But as soon as they got slim, within a week or two, we were slack full again. And I haven't seen that happen again, yet our potato prices have never went back down. And I do know by watching YouTube that potato harvest is wrapping up in Idaho. And from what those YouTubers that grow potatoes up there say, they had a record bumper crop. Yes, they did. So will prices fall back down? Well, I hope so. Maybe they will, maybe not. But there's two things that are beating us. Well, there's many things that are beating up the poor that I hope we can reel back in. And of course, one's food prices. That's for sure. Then, you know, our electric prices are really extreme here in the South now. They didn't used to be. It used to be some of the cheapest in the nation. But mine is 3 times cost what they used to be 2 years ago. I mean, for one man and one cat, my electric bill in October was $222. I like to fell out. But then I was watching this news program on electric prices in Arizona, and I thought mine was bad, and these seniors there were paying anywhere from $350 to $450 a month, and they were living in trailers. Now that's extreme. Now, I knew California's was extreme. So anyway, give me your thoughts. How are you feeling the pinch? Food, electricity. Of course, there's always gas, but it's been slowly coming down. And it's still on a downward trend, as much as I can't believe it. And healthcare. Woohoo! Don't get me started on prescription drugs and healthcare. Yeah, I've got a prescription waiting for me at the pharmacy right now. And I should go down and get it, but I've got till the 15th of December. So, it can wait. I'll probably pick it up first of next week. Well, if you need a shed, you can get those folks right there to build you a nice shed. I hear you can pay by the month, you know, rent it. That's the last thing I need is a shed to put more stuff in. I don't. And I thought when I came out here and did this little ride, I might be able to figure out what I want to cook up tonight. But so far, I haven't had any ideas. You know, I want something sort of fallish, warm, that'll warm you up, fill you up, give you that warm, glowing, comfy feel deep down in your bones. What would you cook up? What's your favorite thing to cook when the temperatures fall and are chilly at night? Yeah, there's stews, soups. But I was thinking of something much, much more. Hey, there's superfoods. Right there. World famous it is. Locally owned and operated. Where they always are glad you came. And they always know your name. So yeah. Just out here enjoying the sunshine. Talking with all of you. And I don't know, I have to apologize. There wasn't much color today. Somehow I'm thinking it may be one of those years where most of the leaves have fallen off before they even think to change. But you can't ask for better company than all of you. And I do hope all of y'all are faring well out there and staying well fed, eating the best you can, what you can afford, and that. I do the best I can, you know, by eating as much fresh as I can that it's not. It's just like that last grocery haul. People were saying, you know, just nothing but junk food and poison food. Well, yeah, some of it may be. Some of it, I don't think so. And then if you mix it up, it's not like I'm eating that stuff every single day. Just saying. But at the tender age of about to be 69 shortly next year, yep, if it ain't got me yet, it probably isn't about to. But I mean, you can only do what you can do. And I'm just proud Alice sips the gas. You know, you can go out here for about an hour or so, driving around, looking at the colors, and different trees, and, you know, the flora and the fauna. You just pass some bamboo. Yep. Let things wash out of your mind. You know, if I didn't have all of you in the car and all the conversations going on, well, that little American flag needs to be replaced. A little bit tattered there. And there's a Dollar General we went to just the other day that I showed you all the stuff I bought. But yeah, that flag looked a little bit tattered, like America's been looking lately. But I have high hopes that we'll get back on track. At least that's my hope. And that's what I pray for. Ooh, that sun is a little bright. But have you noticed that sky the whole time? And there's our Family Dollar and Dollar Tree store. We got it all. Right here. Pretty much everything I need is within a few blocks of the house. Couldn't ask for much more. So yeah. We're back in my neighborhood. Yeah, it was a long trip. It's just, I know there's some of y'all that you can't get out much anymore. You know, and I don't get out as much as this year as I have in years past. I wonder why. Things have come up that make the old man just more tireder than he used to be. But giddy up and go hasn't been so much getting up and going. And I'm trying to make amends. I mean, you even got to shift gears in Alice. She don't shift them herself. Of course, I don't think I got to worry about anybody stealing Alice. Most people can't drive a manual transmission anymore. I can't believe y'all all fell over into the floor. I do apologize for that, but that speed bump was a little bit brisk. What a way to end the video and our ride. Sorry we didn't get no ice cream, no popsicles, or a snack. Nope, we did not. We're just gonna head her on down here, back her on in, and call this one done. That's all I wanted to do, was just get out of the house a while. Do y'all ever do that? Just something to do. Don't cost me much money. And there we go. So y'all, that's it. Just a little ride through the rural countryside for those of you who you don't get out much more. You just like to see what's going on in the countryside. So until the kitty crew, you know them all, Cleo, Spooky, sometimes Heathcliff, Dusty, and Fluffy Muffin, and the Possum Gang in the late night, and of course my little princess of the house, Gracie. See y'all on that next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there. May God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. Remember, we love you for stopping by, sharing your time, and for everything you do to make our lives better. And we hope in a small way these videos make your lives better too. And let me know what you'd like to see on the next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Later all.